Hi, we are back on part 2 of the submission process. In the first part, we learned how to register and submit some of your personal details on the profile, or edit the profile and provide more information that might be useful in the process of submitting your article. So in this second part, we are going to do a new submission. We are going to start a submission and go through the process of how you can submit an article. So step 1 of the submission process is actually to select the article type or section. So first of all, you come here to the new submission and click on that, and then now you will enter in the title of your article or manuscript. So in this case, I've already prepared some article here, and the title is evaluating the effectiveness of smartphone fundus photography for detecting diabetic retinopathy in rural clinics. So I will copy that and I'll paste it there as our title. So once I'm satisfied with that, I'll go to the next. So so this one in the submission or article type, you might choose a research article or review or short communication, depending on what or editorial, depending on what fits your work. So in my case, I will select this as an article or articles, and that's the category. Then when I select that, it tells me what an article is. This is a manuscript that cover a wide spectrum of topics related to ophthalmology and may emphasize the clinical, laboratory, and academic aspects of vision, and so on. And then we'll scroll down, continue to scroll down. This is the submission checklist. It is important to go through the submission checklist and clarify that the article that you submitted meets these requirements. That the submission has not been previously published, that the submission is in OpenOffice, Microsoft Word, or RTF document file format. So it is important to follow those to follow the requirements, especially this one. So it has to be either in OpenOffice, Microsoft Word, or RTF document file format. And then where available, URLs for the references have been provided. The references that you put in your article, if they are available as URLs, that they be provided. Then another requirement is that the text is single spaced, uses a 12-point font, employs italics rather than underlining, except with URL addresses, and all illustration, figures, tables are placed within the text at the appropriate points rather than at the end. And then that the text adheres to the stylistic and bibliographic requirements outlined in the author guidelines, which are given. And so once I am satisfied, I select, I say that my submission meets all these requirements, and then of the privacy consent, I also select that I agree to have my data collected and stored according to privacy statement, and then I begin the process of submitting the article. So depending on your internet connectivity, this very fast stage or step takes a few seconds. My connection is not very good, so just give it a couple of seconds for it to propagate. So it is still taking time. And this is a fairly easy task for the system. So I have a feeling that it is an issue of the internet connectivity that I have on my end, but it should be done within a few seconds on a normal connection speed. So I'm just testing my connection speed. See, it's fairly okay. Okay, fine. Then we've come back, and this is we have completed the stage number 1. Now we are going to enter the metadata. So since we have already entered the article, there is no need to change this, apart from just providing some spacing here. Just confirm that and it's okay. Then the keywords. So I'll go back to my article and find whether I have the keywords. Yes, I have the keywords here. So diabetic retinopathy, just pick one after another. Select that, sorry, diabetic retinopathy, enter. Then smartphone ophthalmology, come and paste it here and say enter. Fundus photography, copy that, paste it here and say enter. And then telemedicine, copy that and paste it there and say enter. That is enough for now. Then I copy the abstract. Copy the abstract and paste it in an OJS system. And then once I am satisfied with that, those submission details, I continue. So now I need to now upload the manuscript. So upload any files. The editorial team will need to evaluate your submission. So I'll click on upload and go to my downloads. That's where I'd put that, evaluating there. I've selected it. I wait it to load. And then once it has loaded, I say what kind of file is this? It's an article text. So I click on that, and then once it is done, it has accepted it, I click on continue. So in this case, I only have this article. If there were other files, like maybe an image or other files, let's just say other files, then I would click on this add file. So I only have that one single file. I click continue, and then the author, the primary contact. So here I can edit the authors. So I can say that this is the name of the author, the first name or given name, the family name, and please provide the full names as the author should be identified on the published work. And it gives an example there, so I can see whether I have authors. I can pick Jane Njoroge as the name. Will not change the email address, it's already given. And you can now see where this OCID ID applies. I'd already put in an OCID ID, and then this bio statement, I just leave it as is. The contributors row is the author, and then include this contributor when identifying authors in lists of publication. So I will just go ahead and say OK or save. The other details I've just left them as that. So this is the primary. So sorry for that interruption. So Jane A. Njoroge is the author, and that's the primary contact. I can add a contributor. So if I come to my article, see whether there are other contributors or authors. Yes, I can add co-authors as Peter Okoth. Copy the name, given name Peter, and then this is Okoth, then Dr. Peter Okoth, and then I can just give Peter Okoth 2020 at gmail.com. I'm just guessing, and then Kenya, and then OCID ID. If that particular author has an OCID ID, then I put it there, and then I'll put the statement, the bio statement, the affiliation, all these details. I put them there, and then I say that this is also a co-author, and then I say save. I can continue adding depending on the number of co-authors that there are. So we have Jane Njoroge as the primary contact author, and the Dr. Peter Okoth as a contributor to that. As you can see, these are the co-authors, and I can continue to add even this other one. So for now, let us stop at that and then continue with the process. So the subjects will be the keywords, key phrases, or classification codes that describe the topic. So we'll come here. I think I had put in subjects. Let me see. Actually, the keywords will stand in for the subjects. Let's see. Subjects will be the keywords. Okay, so just put in if it accepts. Let's see that it will accept all of them. Yes, though the best would be to put one after another. Let's see. So I actually just put one after another. Diabetic retinopathy. I don't have to put everything, so I just put there. Enter. Let me see whether okay. Smartphone ophthalmology. There. Enter. And fundus photography, enter, and telemedicine, and then maybe Kenya. So the keywords and key phrases. These keywords are important, especially for it's metadata for Google Scholar or PubMed. Whenever someone is trying to find an article, they don't have so much details about, and they're looking for an article that has diabetic retinopathy as part of the content, then your article can be found, even though that particular person who was looking for the information was not targeting or did not know about this publication. And so this just help in the findability of the articles. So the disciplines are types of studies or branches of knowledge described by university faculties. So this one has just say ophthalmology. That's the discipline. The coverage, maybe you can say Kenya. Or East Africa. And then the category, select the categories that are appropriate for your submission. we'll just put in as original articles. Then the comments for the editor, if I have any comments, maybe I'll say thank you for providing this opportunity to make our submissions digital, or something like that. Then I click continue, and it is checking for the details, whether they have been filled in. And now we have we just go through and ensure that everything has been captured. The file has been captured, or the article has been captured. You can see it there. The contributors are there, and for the editors, the information, or for the information for the editors, this is what the editors will also see: the subject, the discipline, the coverage, the categories, and the comments to the editor. Now there is a requirement here for you to confirm about the copyright, and please read and understand the copyright terms for the submission of this article. And then there is this information that has been provided about the copyright, and once you are okay with that, you say yes, I agree to the copyright statements, and then submit. Then it will ask you the submission evaluating the effectiveness of smartphone fundus photography for detecting diabetic retinopathy in rural clinics will be submitted to the Journal of Ophthalmology of Eastern, Central, and Southern Africa for editorial review. Are you sure you want to complete the submission? You say submit. So that submission is now complete. And that's it. You've successfully submitted your manuscript via the OJS. Remember, accurate profiles and correct metadata help in smooth processing and increase your research visibility. So that metadata increase the research visibility. So yeah, so I guess that's it. So we have done reviewed all the summary information that was provided. We have double checked. We have looked at the metadata and the author list. We have checked on. We have confirmed the copyright agreements. And then we have submitted. So that's it. That's the process of submitting an article. Now, one of the things that will happen is as soon as this submission was done, an automatic email will be sent, or has been sent to your inbox. And in this case, let me see whether we can quickly see it, whether I have the time. I think I have. So I can see, let me see the author. I just want to log in as the author and confirm. Let me go to my spam mail. It sometimes goes to yes. So, dear test author, thank you for submitting your manuscript titled that. Our editorial team will review your manuscript and notify you of any required actions or editorial decisions. So that has already been received. An automatic email was generated and sent to the author. Thank you so much.